Hey you all, this is going to be something a little different from the other video series I'm going to do. These books are books that I have read to my youngest. These, for the last 2 years, we've been reading one of these every single day. We bought her a new one for this year, so I read it to her every night before bed. And what I'm going to do is I want to make a video series for my girls. So if someday I won't be here, so if they ever want to go back and listen to me read to them, then this is what they can do. And maybe this is something your kids will enjoy. You could let them hear my voice if you like my voice. What we're going to do is this is, one day it's marked. Now the dates may be wrong. I can't remember. We'll go into that in just a second. But we're going to do we'll read a story from both of these each day in 2024. So these are Christian based. So if you're not Christian, I personally am not Christian, but they do typically have good values. These have been read to my 8-year-old. So just giving you a heads up that they are very age appropriate. They are Christian based. So without further ado, we're going to start with this one. We'll read today's story. I think there's a little quick introduction. We'll read this story and then we'll read this story. This is the day. Let me move this up so you guys can see this. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad today. Psalms 118 and 24. January. God chose us to belong to Christ before the world was created. He chose us to be holy, and without blame in his eyes, he loved us. Ephesians 1 and 4. The new year and a new babysitter. January 1. Anyone who belongs to Christ has become a new person. The old life is gone, a new life has begun. 2 Corinthians 5 and 17. Sophia looked down in her arms at her new baby sister. She was so beautiful. Soft, perfect skin, tiny toes, and little fingers that wrapped around her own finger. And look at her little mouth when she yawns. Sophia thought, pretty soon she'll be cooing and belly laughing, crawling and blowing bubbles. Babies were just so much fun. Babies are a reminder of new birth. New birth means a new beginning. Jesus said that if you believe in him, he promises to take away everything you've ever done wrong and give you new life. With that new life comes a new beginning. You can start over fresh and new. There's nothing that could make Jesus happier than to have you believe in him and start this year with a new beginning. This book ends with a prayer. So if you pray, you can pray along with me. If you do not pray, just listen to the words, or you can just mute me for a minute. Dear Jesus, I believe in you. Please forgive my sin and give me new life. Thank you that you don't hold anything against me or keep track of how I've messed up in the past. With you, I have a new beginning. Amen. And I typically mess with my daughter. There was some congressman that said amen and a women. So when she says amen, I'll typically say a women just to mess with her. I won't do that dad joke to you guys this year. Oh, let's turn the page to January 2nd. So that is A Little God Time for Girls. I don't have a book, A Little God Time for Boys, because I don't have boys. I do have a series on this that is 365 Days of Courage for Men. So if you've watched this video but haven't watched the others, I do have a separate album on my page for something for the men. 365 Days of Kindness for Kids. Let love and kindness be the motivation behind all that you do. 1 Corinthians 16 and 14. January. However you wish to be treated by others is how you should treat everyone else. Luke 6 and 31. January 1. Love extension. David said, is there still anyone left of the house of Saul that I may show him kindness for Jonathan's sake? 2 Samuel 9 and 1. Love is a gift that keeps on giving. David and Jonathan were best friends. They were always looking for ways to show that friendship. Showing kindness is one way we can tell people we love them. We will be there for them when they need us most. It builds trust. When you love people, you want to show love for the people in their lives as well. Think of the person in your life that you love the most. Is there anyone they love that you were able to show kindness to? What about a friend of your friend? You can show kindness by doing something for someone you don't know that well today. It may feel uncomfortable to try something new, but God can help you. A little kindness goes a long way. The act of kindness for today is to make a new friend, and that's really hard sometimes. I have found even as an adult, I believe it's probably even harder. So if you can, reach out to someone, say hi. Don't be creepy. Just try to make a new friend today. So I'll try to get these out earlier tomorrow. That way, I have a little time to let them simmer throughout the day. If you have questions about the story, drop them in the comments. We'll go over them. Hopefully the community will see those comments. And also, let's see if we can help each other in 2024. Thanks, you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.